Hi everyone, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stamping with Denise. I'm so glad you're here tonight. If you're new here, welcome. The only thing I ask is if you like my video, please share my video and comment share down in the comments, and you'll be entered to win the card that I make tonight. Last week, I made this really cute kind of all occasion celebration card using the paper tags bundle. It's an online exclusive. If you didn't see me make this, go back and watch last week's video. It's not hard, but it really looks wow. So, the winner of that is Alexandria Bright. So Alexandria, I'll get that out to you in the next couple of days. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel, and then once you've done that, if you haven't done so already, please click the little blue bell and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video, which is most often on Monday evenings. I'm trying to think if there's anything else going on. Not really. My BOGO's going on this month. If you're interested in that, you pick items that you want from my retired product, and then you agree to purchase that same dollar amount in products from either the online exclusives or the catalog, and you'll get my retired items for free. So if you pick like $117 worth of my retired product, then you're agreeing to make a purchase of at least $117 in Stampin' Up! Products. And for anybody who does a $50 order or more, so there's increments there. If you spend $100, you get 2, an entry to win a mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You've seen me use mine here. It's wonderful. It's a great machine. It's perfect for traveling, and it's perfect for, just keeping close at hand for those smaller dies. Sometimes you need a big one, but the mini one is a nice one. Okay, so tonight I have a card for you. Super simple, but something that's very adaptable, and this is quick. So I'm going to switch to my hands and we will get started. So tonight I thought I'd show you these super quick cards using this watercolor technique here. This was my first sample. This is the one we're going to make tonight, is the birthday card. Doesn't take a lot of supplies, really none at all. Nothing special. There's no die cuts here. Just need some paper. You need the paper, you need the inks. If you want to put a ribbon on it, you can. You need a paintbrush and some alcohol and some adhesive, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to show you how to do it. It's super quick. Now you could use water too. Now these are old water painters that Stampin' Up! Used to sell. They no longer have this product. I'm not sure if it was an availability issue or what, but I'm sure you can find something similar to it. Mine is full of alcohol. But that being said, if you couldn't find these, you could simply use a regular paintbrush and put alcohol on it, and I'll show you what we're going to do. I'm getting ahead of myself here, sorry. So this is our base. This is Lemon Lolly, 8.5 by 5.5. And I am folding that in half. So there we go. Put that there. And I'm going to set that off to the side here. I have a piece of Calypso coral, and it's 5 1/4 by 4. And then this is basic white, 5 by 3 3/4. So you can see it's going to go right on there. But before we do that, we're going to do our technique. The two colors I'm using are Lemon Lolly and Calypso Coral, and you really want a light color for that background, so that is why I chose Lemon Lolly. So you take a block, take a clear block, okay? You're gonna load it up with ink here. See that? It's all covered with ink, and that's what you're gonna work with. I'm gonna put this one away here, or off to the side. Now, I have, like I said, I have alcohol in here. It's 70% alcohol. I'm gonna hope to put just one drop. I'm squeezing it for that drop to come out. There it goes. Oops, I got two. Okay, and now I'm just going to kind of mix it around. Some people do this with water, which you can do, but alcohol dries quicker, and you'll see we'll be able to work on this piece of paper in no time. And I'm just picking this ink up, and I'm going across like this. You know what, I'm having a hard time seeing where my color is here on my block because of my dark background. Nothing fancy, just kind of going back and forth. Hold on here, let me get a piece of white cardstock to put that on. There we go, now I can kind of see where my ink is. So I can pick up a little bit more. And there we go. And that is it. So, you know, like I said, if you didn't have a water painter or this type of a brush with a, you know, a chamber to hold your fluid, no worries. I think you could probably just use a regular paintbrush and put a drop of alcohol on the block. Super simple. And I like alcohol, like I said, because it dries quicker. Kind of went through, but that's okay. You know what? And this is pretty much already dry. Alcohol or water, we would be waiting a little while longer. But yeah, there's that. Let's go. So now we are going to stamp. I'm going to show you. I used two stamp sets. I used Unbounded Love, which has some great, it's a great sentiment only stamp set. So for the sympathy card, I'd use the With Sympathy. I'm going to use the birthday card. And then I got flowers off of here. This is the one I used on the sympathy. This is the one I'm using on the birthday. So I am going to start with my flower. Okay, I don't know exactly what flower this is. I just picked up a couple of colors that would, obviously I needed one that was light. Whoops, I'm off camera, sorry guys. I hope I got that inked up. Something makes me think it might not be. Nope, it's pretty good. I'm good with that. I knew I wanted my base Lemon Lolly because it was a nice light color. Then I had to find a color that went with it. Now I'm going to put my sentiment. It's happy birthday. I wish I'd put a little more of the yellow up top, but you know what? I think it's just fine, and nobody's really going to care. And the great thing about this is every card is different. What was I? Oh, yeah. And sometimes when I don't know what's going to go together, I use these color coat. This color coach that Stampin' Up! Puts out every year. There's one for each of the groups: Subtles, Regals, the 25 to 27 in colors, the 24 to 26, the Brights, and the Basics. If all the demonstrators have access to this. It comes in sheets. You print them out. You cut them out. I decided to staple them together by groups. This one had Lemon Lolly. So what I did is I went through here, Balmy Blue, Cherry Cobbler, Lemon Lolly. Wasn't too fond of those. Let's see. There's one for every color, but sometimes you'll find that color scattered elsewhere. Here's Lemon Lolly with a Balmy Blue, Poppy Parade, Lemon Lolly with Gorgeous Grape and Old Olive, Lemon Lolly with Flirty Flamingo and Crumb Cake. You know what I did? I think I found it actually on the, I looked through all of them because they don't stay in the family groups. Is Calypso, Coral, or Regal? I forget. Nope. It's not an in color, so it must be a bright. Okay, let's look at Calypso Coral here. Maybe this is where I found it. Come on now. Why am I not finding my Calypso Coral? I don't think it's in basics, is it? I don't know. I'm really bad at the families that they're in. Okay, it's not in there. I don't know where I found it, guys. But anyway, this is a great little tool. All demonstrators have access to this through the Stampin' Up! Website. And this is just bothering me. Nope, there's Calypso Coral right there. Duh, it is a subtle. So this is Calypso Coral Pool Party Lemon Lolly combination. So that's why I chose those two together, because that was where I found it. So anyway, if you don't have a demonstrator that has access, or they say they don't, I'm more than happy to send you it via email. You could print it out and put them together however you want. Okay. So let's see now. And like I said, this is nice and dry so quickly with the alcohol. It's another reason you don't want a lot of alcohol on that block, because the more you put on, the longer it will take to dry. So, but look at this. Isn't this just so simple? 2 colors, well, 3 colors technically, if you include the basic white. So here we go. I'll put this on here. Okay. On that sympathy card I had, where's it at? I used some linen thread. It was very nice and petite, and actually that would be a good masculine sympathy card. On this one I used the gold, and it is part of a set. Hold on, let me find the name of it here. I got the bag in my drawer. I just have to get my hands on it. I'm not finding it. Oh no. Well, you know what? I'm going to make sure. Anyway, these silver and the gold come together in a pack, okay? I will have the name and the number down in the comments on this video, so you'll be able to find it. But then I'm just making a little tiny bow, and you guys know I leave it attached to the spool. I like to make bows this way. You take 2 bunny ears, just tie them together, push the loop right through there, and there you go. You got your bow, and then you just kind of, I call it finesse it. Let me do this here again. I just feel like I waste so much less ribbon if I leave it on my spool like that. Okay. I'm a little smaller bow, I think. I think I'm going to attach it, and then I'm going to trim it. So I'm going to take a glue dot. I'm going to make it into a little ball, because it's a tiny, tiny bow. I'm going to put my ribbon right on there, on that glue dot. I'm going to put it right on my flower. There we go. And I'm going to trim it up then. And really, that is all there is to it. I mean, you could put some gems on there if you wanted to, some other embellishments. But I kind of like that. I like it simple, sweet and simple. So, I hope you like this video. Please share it, comment, share down in the comments, and I might be sending this to you next week. So everybody, I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Bye now.